But that was an interesting statement. The more freedom you have, the more happy you are. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I believe that the more freedom you have, the more happy you are. I mean, if you think about it, right? Why do people want more money, right? Because when you have more money, you have more
Mm.
freedom to do things in the sense that, you could buy more things, which gives you more, you know, more freedom to use your time. Like really, when they say that time is money, to me that makes perfect sense, and that's 100% true. Um, because you allocate your time to do something, which then gives you money. But if you have more money, you have more time because you don't necessarily have to work a job, which spends your time, right? And the same thing with investing, right? You put money in, and then over time,
Mm.
you get more money back because it's being increased because the company is growing. So
Right, right.
the whole time is money thing makes 100% sense to me. And that kind of relates back to my idea that more freedom equals more happiness.
Hmm. So then what's the there's in philosophy there's this thing of like the ideal state. Like is there a point where too much freedom will make you unhappy, or is it just like an infinite, just like, like is 100% freedom 100% happiness, or is there a point where it kind of like
Oh, I love this.
curves off,
I love this. This
like
is good. I love this. Well, first, okay, not to get all, but we would first have to define freedom. So, what do we mean by freedom? Because, like, I think
yep,
people love
that's
rules,
it. Yep.
right? Like, if you have freedom to do whatever, then I feel like that you wouldn't like that. Like, you want some type of challenge or rule. I honestly think that we wouldn't want to be completely all powerful because then nothing would be a challenge in life. And I think the great
Huh.
thing about life is accomplishing things, right? I believe that, I always say stay ambitious, right? So if you have nothing that you're chasing or going after, uh, then I think you're going to get, kind of bored with life and you're kind of just existing. But when you're chasing after something, when you have an ambition, that's when you really become alive because you're going after something to accomplish. I think everybody wants to accomplish things. I think that's what makes life exciting and worth living is to accomplish things. So
Hmm.
when we say freedom, I mean, how would you define freedom?
Well, when you were thinking about that, I was like, okay, uh so every time you have like a relationship with someone,
Yeah,
it's kind of like a contract. Like you're both in a sort of like contract with each other, right? So like I was thinking, like if I were to have no friends, I would be the most free. But would I be the most happy? Like, you kind of get what I'm saying here, because if I have no friends, then I can really do like anything I want. If my friend, I don't have anyone, if they want to hang out, I have nothing, no one to hang, like I'm fully free. But would I be the most happy? Uh, Probably not,
yeah,
you
probably
know?
not. That
So, but yeah, what you were saying clarified it. Yeah, I would say that there's like
the
a
ideal
point of diminishing returns where you have the freedom to chase that objective, you
opportunity.
know,
Yeah,
that
opportunity.
opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I don't know. So wait, so we want to disagree on this for sure. Well, we don't want to disagree, but we want to be open to disagreeing. Do you agree then with that statement that freedom equals happiness, or
Yeah, when you define freedom and happiness. Yeah.
yeah? So okay, so
Uh,
I don't know. I feel like we still haven't defined freedom. Um, Freedom in the sense that you have the opportunity, you have the hope in order to do something that things can get better. Um, that type of freedom, the freedom to choose to do things. I think um,
yeah,
that
you have the freedom to pursue happiness,
yes. But what
like,
is happiness?
good point. Uh,
Like I was swear I think I was just reading yesterday that no Aristotle believed that happiness was I think he thought it was being the ultimate version of yourself to fulfill your potential. That's what he meant by happiness, right? Or you tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Someone else thought Epicurus, right, was pure pleasure, right? That we should just chase pleasure. That was happiness, and that was the goal of life. And then someone else, I forget who, but he said that happiness was the opposite of depression, or to be free from depression and anxiety.
yeah, yeah.